This is my old channel. Throughout the years since 2020, I have brought it up in terms of my past and everything, and as of this video being uploaded, this channel has been deleted forever off of YouTube. However, before that, I decided to take a look back at pretty much every project that I had worked on for this channel, all the way up to the end of 2019 when I left. Going through 1 year alone took 4 hours, I'm not even kidding, and yes, I was absolutely cringing at a lot of points. So, because I figured that nobody wants to sit through a 4-hour video of me giving commentary on my old projects, and also, that is a nightmare to edit, and even more so of a bitch when I have to export it, I have decided to break off the different sessions of me watching my own content over the years so that it's quicker to get out the door, and that way I can turn these binge sessions into a full-length journey. So, without further ado,
oh my fucking god, here we go, baby.
yeah, this is a multiple editors project I did back in the day.
Oh, I know.
Were you a part of this? I forget.
Yes, I was.
You were?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So I used to go by an old username. It was called The Exploding Cherry. That channel is now taken down.
Oh wow, I didn't. So I knew you before this, before I became. Wow, okay.
This is like this was the video I remembered, and then I forgot entirely about you for a while, and then I'm like, wait a minute, I remember this one thing I was a part of, and you stayed dormant in my head for so many freaking years that when I saw that you became an artist, I'm like, holy shit, he's still around. Because I just remember when you said you were deleting your channel, and that's it.
I never like. I don't ever remember saying. I don't know. Maybe I did at one point, but I think it was just more so I was privatizing a lot of the videos. But I don't know. But yeah, this was I forget specifically. I remember like because I did this in Audacity. I did a full like, and I might have to mute this on YouTube. I don't know, but I did a full rendition of like openings and categorizing them from different animes from certain eras, and I remember different people taking it. I do remember having to pick up the slack because some people either wouldn't fucking give me any like footage that they were working on, or just bailed.
I will say I looked at my parts I submitted for you. I am so sorry you had to deal with that. It was really bad.
I imagine you'll probably point them out.
Yeah, I will.
This was I took like 10 minutes to look up what was like the first anime, and it's just this short animation that was made in 1907. That's it.
Yeah. Jeez, that was 6 years ago. My god.
Yeah, 6 years. I'm fairly certain in like all of this for the most part until the next song was all me. Because like I think I was the only person who like volunteered to do a lot of these older anime.
It's an interesting challenge.
Yeah, and then there's I don't remember who did this one.
I don't know either.
I mean I credited people, and if I like honestly I probably still have the video of like who took what. If I still had that conversation, maybe I could load it back up because I remember it was on Amino Apps. I could probably look it back up if I still had that conversation, but probably, I don't know, maybe it's gone. I don't know. Maybe that whole like community is gone. I don't know. I'll have to remember my password.
I mean, I tried to find it. I can't. Not anymore.
This is also Asian Kung Fu Generation's rewrites, the fourth opening to Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah, I probably will have to like mute this, or at the very least, I will have to like mute the parts I don't talk over because yeah, it's anime openings. This was me. I remember this. This is the first opening to Noragami. That's a really good song. And it's One Piece, the One Piece opening. I will say I just forgot because there was a MVP of Ruby I did a while back with people. I don't remember if you were a part of that.
I was not.
Okay.
This was the only thing I got involved with.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that. I would have shown it, except I tried looking recently. That song in particular has been blocked worldwide for my video, so there's that. But also, is it like I look back at it and it's just like it's not necessarily my parts, but looking at other people's editing and just sort of what they were doing, it's just like I kind of cringe. I know I shouldn't be saying that, but still. Yeah, I think I did this entire part because there were I noticed there were a lot more people who wanted to do like modern day anime as opposed to retro.
I love how I originally never knew what this show was, and I guess I never cared to look at the description because I found it by complete accident.
Yu-Gi-Oh! With one of the best Naruto openings. I think most, if not all, of the stuff from the 90s was like just me.
Jeez. I know I wanted to do a project similar to this for years, but I could just never get anyone.
I mean, I will say, like, nowadays, I could be inclined to come back and do an editor project for a special occasion. Like, with what I could do with here's the thing, with what if it was some years ago, I would absolutely not want to do it, but I'm looking back at this and I'm like, I mean, I edit on my own nowadays. I still keep up with it. I don't like to do... the thing is, it's not that I have a problem with editing, it's just I don't want to go down the rabbit hole of, oh, I make an AMV here or there, oh, I'm going to do this, this is what I'm going to do because people want to. Like, that's what happened recently. I made an AMV to, Chinibio, and so many people liked it, and it was just like, oh wow,
oh no.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. And it's just like, well, I mean, you can't blame people for liking something that is genuinely good. It's like, no, but you really don't know the history behind why I don't want to do this, so it's one of those things where it's just like, if I got together with people, if it was a special occasion and I felt the drive, sure. But if it is something where it's just like people want me to do it and I have to push myself for the sake of others, that's where I'm like, no, I don't want to do that.
Which is fair.
Like, Like, I would rather make art and talk about shows I hate than go back to doing this.
I'm like the only one in my previous friend group who even does this shit still. And I no longer talk to any of those people.
Oh my god, the absolucy. Oh. Yeah, this is not me.
Not me either.
Okay, yeah, and I remember this is the opening to Mekakucity actors. Oh my god. I don't remember who did this. I would probably look on their channels, but I don't even know if any of their channels are still open, or if they're like... If they're doing it, if they still have it up. I don't know. You're really obsessed with Death Note and Fairy Tail. Okay, for a split second, I had to fill in the gaps. I had to do that sometimes. I just had to fill in the gaps because some clips I got sent were just didn't have connected audio. This was also not me. I did this.
That's all I did.
I think.
Nope, that's all me.
Okay.
That's all I submitted.
Honestly, in comparison to what I've done, in comparison to what I've seen, I mean, this is okay. It's not the best, but it's okay.
I did nothing with it. That's what I was saying. Oh wait, I got one more part.
I had a version of this up before somebody said that they wanted discs, where it was legitimately just a clip of Toradora. I had to work around this because I had something up. This is also from Fooly Cooly.
Yeah, I remember this.
And then this is me. God.
See, I didn't know you had to pick up a lot of the slack. I thought it was like, everyone else is doing everything.
No, I had to pick up a lot of slack. I did. In fact, it came to the point where this next part, so like the number of people that it wasn't just you, the number of people that were only using so minimal anime, I had to actually include more in so little time. This is from Fairy Tail. Still me, by the way. I got lost within the forest of my heart, and tonight it's not the mirror, it is the clear spring reflecting fragments of my smile. Yeah, this is not me. At least they used a decent amount of anime. That wasn't me. This was not. This was also not
I think
me.
My part is coming up. Yep.
This was not me, I think. No, this was not me. I remember getting sent this. This was. Because... just caught it in the clip. And then... yeah, this is where it... this is, like, ultimately, like, there was such a major gap of just footage just not used that I had to fill in the gaps. It came to the point where it's just like I had to wonder how much could I be able to squeeze in this. Yeah, this is not me, the ending. And then this is a bunch of like anime wallpapers with white backgrounds, and the music in the background I think is from old TV. It's called America's. Yeah, there's a whole track of music I used, and the artists. And there's the culprits.
The culprits. Damn. Yeah, like, this video was in my head for like a while.
Yeah.
I just didn't know it gave you like that much stress.
I think it was also the same with the Ruby MEP I did with the Fuel as well. It was... yeah, it's just, especially considering that people bailed. There were people that just didn't turn their work in on time. Like, I was asking, hey, just checking in, hey, where the fuck are your clips? And nobody, like, nobody I asked who, like, didn't send me anything, just like, actually sending to me on a good time or anything. I got stuff sent, like, at the last possible second. At times.
Jeez.
Yeah, this is, like... if I like, this is one of those things where it's like, if I'm gonna be doing a project, it has to be with like people I know, and not just know, but know can get the work done. It will get the work done. Yeah. But yeah, and this was the last AMV I did for the year. I think I got it like under the just down to the wire, if I recall correctly. Yeah, this was December 30th. This is like day before New Year's. And wait, hold on. I have to check. When did I come? Because I think I also did this on a crunch. December 20. It's 2 days apart. I came out with this. If you need to know about this music in particular... that is from a anime sort of news publication site that I don't even think went anywhere, called OtakuKart. And they had this honestly this really nice future bass song, and it was playing while they were announcing, hey, Boruto the movie was getting a manga at the time. This is way back. And people were asking, hey, what's the source of the music? And eventually they just had to release a full version of the track. It's okay. This is from Bass Nectar. And the only reason why I did this was because I made this stupid promise where I was gonna do a song including Lupe Fiasco. And it was legitimately down to the wire. I had not done anything regarding, I think, much with Lupe Fiasco or Bass Nectar. that year, so yeah. I will say I do think that this was more so around the time when I got a lot of the cropping definitely started to be more sorted out. Um, Definitely think 28 it is definitely more, I think, taken care of in 2019 though. But also, I just realized Kino's Journey, the reboot, actually was a pretty decent series.
That's surprising.
Yeah, a lot of people kind of said it was boring and everything. If you ever tried watching the original Kino's Journey, it is really kind of it's kind of a slog because it's just you're just waiting for stuff to happen. And no, Kino's Journey, the reboot actually has a lot of stuff happening. It's really interesting.
Jeez.
Which I have to say, because this was done like 2 days, just with a 2 day like window, yeah, it's no wonder why I'm looking at this and I'm like, yeah, it's not really that great. It's not really that great. I was crunching. I was crunching hard. Like like you look at the like if you look at like the windows of how much time I came out with these, especially near the end of 2017, it's like it's no wonder why I started to get depressed about like doing this, because it was just like that fucking I was just crunching constantly and doing without any like healthy breaks or anything. Yeah, it's no wonder why I don't really like jumping to doing AMVs anymore.
I see.
And unlike like most of the time in when I was doing this, I was in senior year and I was actually taking my studies seriously, so this was even worse.
Oh. Damn.
Yeah. Unlike when I started, I didn't give a fuck about my studies, but now, yeah. Just blood and explosions. That's it. Also, this is supposed to be matched up with the sound effect. That's it. Just like, I loop this. Like, you can kind of tell if you look closely.
I did not notice. Oh, damn.
Yeah, the original scene is much shorter, but yeah, I loop that. Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, that's part of my song that I got the intro, that I did the intro for.
It's a long story.
Huh. Interesting. I'm leaving.
Yep.
Jeez, that was 2017.
Yeah. Legitimately, I can't... There was one that I honestly think probably got taken off of YouTube. But it was a Halloween one. And I think the reason was just because it was graphic.
Really?
Yeah. Like, there are some where, like, later years, I stopped giving a fuck about what YouTube wanted, and I started kind of breaking the rules and being an asshole. Like, I started putting, like, a lot of fan service ecchi stuff on board. Like, I made a full AMV to, like, Absolute Territory by Ken Ashcorp, which is absolutely just the most just fan servicey AMV I can make, and I can't find that. So I think more or less it is probably just taken off. I don't know. I could spend. I don't know. Like if I'm gonna stop for today, but if I find it next time, I'll like boot it up and then we'll move on to 2017, or 2018. But I think
we gotta go back again.
Yeah. But I think more so like after this, if I recall correctly, yeah, the number of AMVs that I have done in 2018 was significantly less, and that was one because I was graduating, and two because I was doing college, and three because ultimately I had ultimately I had like posted a lot of more like shit that had nothing to do with AMVs. Like I think that's the year where I started doing anime out of context.
And I think those videos got like massively popular.
Oh yeah, they absolutely did. Like if I could pull up like just the view count of a lot of the videos. I'll honestly do it at the end, but yeah, like it's just it's a lot. But yeah, ultimately, I mean, it is definitely showcasing where it's just like, yeah, I am still cringing at a lot of what's happening, but it's not as much compared to when I was doing this for 2016, which was like there was maybe one or two videos at a time where it was, yeah, this was genuinely something I liked or it's something I thought was good, but then everything was like, this is wrong, why the fuck did I do this? It's just so on and so forth. And this, I've been seeing where it's just like, it's more indifferent. There's stuff I liked, but it's more indifferent. Stuff I've cringed at, yeah.
Jeez.
But yeah. Ultimately, and then, like, I think 2017, I'm gonna have to make, like, 2017 is gonna be its own slew of videos, but 2018 and 2019, I feel, might end up being, like, a full, like, sit through just because of how little videos there are for 2018. But yeah, like at least two more of these, and at least like one more of these or two more of these at least, and then we get to like the last of the content, which actually had some of the stuff that I made from transitioning from Viva Video to Shotcut, which there is a particular video where I used both, and I can pinpoint when exactly that was, because that video was a nightmare to edit, but the difference was I had the tools to edit that nightmare now.
Oof.
Yeah, it is going to be like, when I show it, it is going to be one of the, like, most, like, it's going to be one of the most, like, high effort videos I put in for a long while, and it's just like, if I didn't have the tools I did have with Shotcut, like, it's just comparing the high effort stuff I put in just on an Android tablet, comparing it to stuff I did on PC. But yeah. In the meantime, I gotta go wash this cringe off. So, I'm gonna get out of here.
Catch it on the flip side.
Yep.
I've spent all my time for watching, won't take me running straight in the night.